Alright, here we are. I know I'm bringing you guys in here kind of late in the game, but this is the Vanity from my in-laws house that I'm currently building. I should have brought you in earlier on the build, but this thing's kind of been put off for a while with different stuff going on. But this is all actually old rough sawn oak barnwood that was on a shed on the outside of my in-laws property. So we decided to build a vanity for the bathroom with it. You can see what the side looks like. Now what I got to do is just hit this real light with the sander to get some of the roughness off and not take off any of the patina. And then we'll be ready to spray a clear coat on it. Now you can also see these are all the drawer boxes. Those two boxes down there are the ball bearing drawer glides. Over here, these are all the drawer fronts. These are all going to be, I got to spray all these to get a clear coat on them. There's a piece right there is for the toe kick. And then of course, the top is going to have the backsplash made on it. The top's going to get a clear epoxy on it because, you know, there's water there. So spraying a regular clear coat wouldn't protect it as much. Now, this isn't attached yet. So what I'm going to do is this is 220 grit sandpaper, real light. You don't want to press too hard and take the patina off of it. See that? Smooth that out real nice. Now for the door too. This is really rough. So, like I said, you just hit it just a little bit with the 220 on the orbital sander to get some of the roughness off. And then after we get all this done, we'll be ready to spray. Now you can see I hit this with the sander. It knocked down all the high stuff that was feeling pretty rough. Feels pretty smooth now. Didn't take any of the patina off, so it still looks good. Once I spray a clear on this, it's really going to pop, I think. So I just got to sand the face of the cabinet and then get the sprayer set up and spray all this stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, we're back with the torch. I'm going to be using some MAP gas. MAP gas burns a little hotter than propane, but you can see that sanding really didn't take any of the patina off. It just knocked down all the high spots. Now I'm going to hit this with the torch and it's going to put more of a patina on it, kind of. However much of this you want, you know, it's however long you hold the torch there, but you can see that kind of darkens it up and gives it a more weathered look. So I mean, you can see this piece here is really a light gray. Let's see what happens on that. Yeah, you can see the difference between that and that. This darkens it up a little bit. Also too, this wood was off an old shed, like I said, so when I made the cuts on the edges here, that's going to have to be hit with the torch too to make it kind of blend a little bit better, so it's not as light. Alright, I'm back. We are going to spray this thing with an HVLP sprayer that I got off Amazon. I want to say it was around 120 bucks or something, but this is what we're going to use. We're going to fill this guy up with this. You can see that oil modified polyurethane. It's a clear coat, it's gloss. Now this is a water-based stain. It's not, doesn't have any oil in it. So definitely a little safer to spray around different things. Doesn't take forever to dry either. On a day like today, it'll dry pretty fast. So what we're going to do here is first we have to stir this up. Now, this particular stuff, you do not want to shake this can. If you shake this can, you're going to have nothing but air bubbles. So you got to stir it. Get all the stuff off the bottom. Give this a stir for a minute or so. Hopefully when I go to pour this in, I don't make a huge mess. And we're going to spray one coat on all the backs of the drawer fronts. And then on the front of everything is going to get 2 coats. I'll take you over there so you can kind of see what it looks like. Alright, now we're going to spray the face. You can see the color on that. We'll see what happens when we spray it. It'll probably get darker, but then when it dries it'll get a little bit lighter again. So let's set this up and see what happens. Yeah, you can see that definitely darkened that up quite a bit. But I think when it dries, it should lighten up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. That's it for that thing. Yeah, you can see this turned out dark. Pretty sure when that dries it'll lighten up a little bit, but it still looks pretty damn good. Now we got to do the first coat in front of these. Well, there you have it. That's pretty much all sprayed, 2 coats. You can see it's starting to lighten up in the front.